To provide my opinion on the new Steam machine, the Valve competitor for the Xbox One S or X, I don't know, ridiculous, and PS5, right? So give me a second. It looks like at this point you might be better off getting a regular gaming PC for the same price as the Steam machine when it comes out. But I want to put a few caveats in there. So I have a Steam Deck OLED, and it works really well. I think Linux was definitely a smart option for it. And if you're going to get a Steam machine, what you really need to be doing is using it as a Linux computer too, because there's a lot more you can do with Linux on the Steam machine than one of these consoles. So they keep talking about you're paying the premium for access to the Steam library, but I think it's more than that. You're going to get SteamOS on there, which is optimized for the controller interface, and the controller they put on there will pretty much work seamlessly with SteamOS based on how the Steam Deck's layout was for the controls. And I just want to make a short video saying that since it's a Linux computer, there's so much more you can do with a Linux computer. You really have a lot more options, and you could sideload your own games on there if you can get them to work. So I recommend getting the Steam machine because it's a Linux computer, not necessarily because you have access to the Steam library. Although Microsoft's been saying their new business model for games is not going to be exclusivity on the Xbox console. They want to make them cross-platform between that and Windows. So hypothetically, because Proton support is pretty good, Proton's the Wine front end for Steam that lets it run PC games flawlessly without native compiles for the Linux system. Well, Windows games and Xbox games are going to become one and the same. So in the future, your forward compatibility is going to be pretty good. And if it's an Xbox title, they're not going to have Xbox exclusive anymore. So it's going to run on a Windows computer. That's the plan. And you won't have to use Windows 11 to do that. So your gaming PC is probably, you should either get a regular PC and put something like CachyOS on it. That's CACHYOS, CachyOS. Or you should just get the Steam machine and use it the way it comes out of the box. There are a few limitations to Steam OS, which is the Linux variant based on Arch Linux that the Steam Deck uses, and it's going to be the same operating system on the Steam machine. So you want to look into the limitations of Steam OS as compared to a regular Linux distribution, but more or less, you'll be doing really well if you get the Steam machine and use the Steam OS on there. If you want a simple console-like experience that's streamlined but also have the power of Linux and a real PC in your living room for gaming.